On this International Day of the Girl Child, we celebrate the life of the girl child. We celebrate and honor the girl child and her potential and everything that the girl child contributes to humanity. But to truly honor a girl child, we have to confront the uncomfortable truths about the biological discrimination that tends to a girl child. And we also have to establish that this discrimination is not just a social, economic, or political discrimination alone, that but a discrimination even before the child was formed in the womb. But the discrimination that comes with biological barriers for the girl child even before the girl child is born. And it's quite unfortunate that this prenatal prejudice sets the tone for a lifetime of discrimination and a lifetime of inequality for the girl child. So let's trace this trajectory for the girl child and see how the forces of globalization and the forces of technology that has been used to perpetuate it. Let's see how these forces can be used to harness an end to it. It will interest you to know that even at the embryonic and the prenatal stage, many men, educated men, claims ignorance of their role in the sex, in the biological sex of the child. A guy went to school, studied biology at BSc level, studied biology at the master's level. He has all girls and he blames it on his wife. What do you say to that? It's interesting to know how we look away from sciences when it comes to the discrimination that we have towards the girl child. It is obvious that the man is responsible for the sex of the child. The man is primarily responsible for the sex of the child. So stop blaming your wife or your spouse for having girl for having three girls, because it is what you have deposited into her. That's what she has given back to you. A woman has an XX chromosome, while a man has an XY chromosome. So at every intercourse, a man will either donate an X or a Y, while a woman will always donate an X because the woman only has XX chromosome. So each time you donate an X to your wife donates an X, you have a girl child. Each time you donate a Y to your wife and your wife donates an X, then you have a male child. So the reason why you have had all female children is because biologically you are the one that has been donating the X. Stop blaming the girl child. Stop blaming the woman. My mother once told me, after she had my other sister, which is the third daughter, my father stopped going to the hospital to check what the sex of the child was, because she had had a boy and she had had three girls consecutively. And she was so much in emotional discomfort, she has to go and pray, oh God, give me a boy child. And then I showed up. It's a very challenging situation for the girl child, especially in Africa. According to UNFPA 2020, that 140 million females are missing in the world because of sex selective abortion, which of course is very common in some continents. I have a daughter and I'm so blessed to have a child. And it's obvious that the female folks, they are more caring and they look out for us even much more than the male folks. The first battle a girl child faces is a battle against her own existence. Sometimes it was female infanticide. Then we have now moved to the age of eliminating the girl child through medical technology, which is the ultimate form of biological discrimination, deemed unworthy of life even before she takes her first breath. Or do we want to talk about during birth and neonatal period about the neglected newborn in poor resource settings where a decision has to be made who should benefit from preferential medical treatment, especially where little or no facility is available to keep the newborn alive? There is a pointer, always a pointer to the male child, and that the male child is usually given a preferential medical treatment, even during the newborn era, if they're having, medical challenges and all of that. The fate of the girl child seems to have dwindled even before she knows how to recognize herself. Some studies have shown a higher vaccination rate for the boy child over the girl child. Some studies have also shown a higher mortality rate for the girl child than the boy child. It seems like this discrimination has no end, even in itself. But the truth is that what has the female child done wrong to face this level of biological discrimination, even from the embryonic stage, like almost to the end of her life, with all the potential and all the contribution and value that she brings to this world? Or do I talk about the body autonomous crisis that a girl childhood goes through? She's vulnerable to violence. She's vulnerable to crisis as she begins to develop and enters into a puberty just because she's a girl child. UNESCO, by research, also said that 1 in 10 child in sub-Saharan Africa misses school because of their menstruation. Why? Because they have no access to pads, they have no access to menstrual hygiene, menstrual education, and all of that. Or do we want to look at the issue of child marriage and early pregnancy? UNICEF has, estimated a number of like about 12 million, girl child gets pregnant before the age of 18. How about that? This has a devastating effect on their health. Many of them suffer obstetric fistula and many complications of birth because they are not reproductively or biologically matured, even at that age, to be able to carry a child. What are the solutions? I know you know what the solutions can be, what you can do. Advocacy, advocacy, advocacy. Let's continue to advocate for the right of the girl child. Let's understand the biological and embryonic discrimination to birth and to early childhood, discrimination that a girl child goes through. Let's harness the power of globalization and advocacy and technology to begin to advocate for the right of the girl child globally. There are several platforms that is now available to be able to communicate the right of the girl child globally, so much so that we can begin to address this discrimination across the world. And of course, government has a lot to do by coming up with policies that regulate interventions, especially the assisted reproductive technology and many other policies of government that is out there that is not favorable to the girl child, especially in girl child education. Government must make it mandatory for a girl child to be educated, because if you educate a girl child, you have empowered a girl child to be free from poverty. You've empowered a girl child to be free from ignorance. And when you empower a girl child, you empower an entire generation. Economic inclusion for the girl child is a game changer. I look forward to female entrepreneurs themselves, females who have excelled, to begin to raise the new generation of power and powerful female entrepreneurs across the world. I'm excited when I see the tech hubs that has, female entrepreneurs, female innovators, the girl child doing amazing things all over the world, and a lot of things, good things happening in Africa. We need to begin and continue to encourage innovation hubs for female entrepreneurs and encourage them to do more and to solve the problems that are even peculiar or more peculiar to the girl child. We must continue to promote STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, the STEM for the girl child. We must foster inclusion of girl child in the STEM education. This will encourage the girl child to be liberated. This will help them to be a voice for themselves in the science world, in technology world, and they will be there to solve the peculiar problems that attends to them. As we celebrate this International Day of the Girl Child, I want you to have a deep thought, a reflection that the girl child suffers so much discrimination from embryonic stage even to the early childhood stage, and to all the limited opportunities, and to all the inequalities and exclusion that the girl child undergoes in a lifetime. Let's advocate for girl child education. Let's advocate for policies for government to begin to give them a good life. Let's also take care of our girl child. Let's build a holistic life for our girl child, mentally, psychologically, and spiritually. Thank you, and happy International Day of the Girl Child. I am Dr. Jim Last Okoyemi Ogunshagin, founder at the Global Network of Emerging Leaders in Nation Building, Glean Africa.